In today's video, we're going to be reviewing this 15-year-old BMW 3 Series. I'm going to be telling you what I like about the car, what I don't like about the car, and if you should buy one in 2024.
What's going on, guys? Will here, and today we are back with another video. And yes, it's been another couple of months and the car still isn't sorted. Yes, that might come as a shock to some of you, but for me it's not really a shock. The garage we're using are completely out of line with their customer service, and they've just been absolutely awful in trying to get this over the line. They assure me it'll be another week or so, but look back at the previous videos, you've seen how long they've been saying that to me. But that is enough of the chat of how my car is going. The channel will be back in full flow as soon as we get that back, so fingers crossed it is soon. But for today, we've actually been given a better courtesy car, and this time it is a car, so I thought I'd give it a little bit of a review and let you guys know my thoughts on it because it surprised me. Leave your bets down below. Can I be swayed to go to the BMW side of things rather than the Audi side of things, just based off the fact of this drive compared to the Audis I've driven? Let me know down below what you think, and I'll let you know at the end of the video. Now, I've known many people to have BMWs in the past. A few of my friends have got them and they swear by them, and I've been a Audi VW Group fanboy for my entire life, so I've never personally driven or owned one, and I wondered what the hype was about. And having this courtesy car has really given me a chance to drive an older BMW, see what the hype about the brand is, see how they drive, how they feel to drive. And I really wanted it to be bad, but like I said, it shocked me. So let's talk a bit about the car, what it's about, then we'll go for a little drive, and I'll tell you guys what I enjoyed, what I did enjoy. If you do enjoy the video, please remember to hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. Leave a comment down below of your thoughts on what you thought on this 3 Series and if you would personally buy one. Hit that subscribe button and ding dong that notification bell. That way you'll never miss an upload. And like I said, we've got some really good content planned. I just need to get this fucking car back. So this old beauty does have some power, some torque, and a bit of go to her. So it's a 3 Series 320d Sport Business Edition. Whatever that means, I'm not accustomed to BMWs, but the fact that it's the sports edition, you can definitely feel it. So this is the 6-speed manual. Obviously it's the diesel version, and like I said, it's a bit nippy. This 3 Series boasts 174 brake horsepower, achieving a 0 to 60 time of 7.9 seconds. Although, given that it's 16 years old, I dare say it's lost a few horsepower over the years. According to the stats online though, apparently it will achieve a top speed of 143 miles an hour. We're not going to be going anywhere near that, so I think this will be plenty for what we're going to do. Now, of course, with it being a diesel, it does come with the benefits of being really good on fuel consumption. So this car blows anything I've ever owned out of the water. I've only ever owned petrol cars, and this says that it will achieve near enough 70 miles per gallon on motorway driving and an average of 60 with combined of town and motorway driving, which, to be fair, is just so good, especially for a car this old. You wouldn't really expect that, especially when it's got a bit of nip to it as well. So now we know the stats of the car. What is the history of this car? So as far as I know, this car's been used as a courtesy car pretty much its entire life. It's done 150,000 miles, which, to be fair, isn't too bad considering how old it is. And when I'm driving it, I can't really tell that it's that old or done that many miles, apart from the fact the gearbox is a little bit stiff. So now that you know a little bit about the car, why don't we hop in, go for a little drive, and I'll tell you what I enjoy about the car and what I'm not a fan of. Leave a comment down below. Do you think that my mind will be changed on being an Audi fanboy, or can I be swayed to go to the BMW side? Let's find out. So welcome everyone. Now I'm in the car. I'm on my way to work, as you can see from my attire, and this clip is a couple of weeks older than the rest of the video. So we're currently making our rush hour traffic journey to work, but hopefully we can get there in a good time and we can test out the car in the traffic driving, as well as make our way there on the motorway as well. So moving on to what I like about the car. Now, I really like how effortless it feels to drive, particularly at high speeds. Now, this car is a diesel, so I don't know if that has a factor in it at all, but when you're cruising, anything past sort of the 30-40 mark just feels so effortless and smooth.
particularly when you're like overtaking on the motorway. It just feels like you're coasting along, and it's a very, very different drive to what you would get in a hatchback like a A3, for example. Now, as you guys know from the channel, most of my cars have been the old hatchbacks, the 1.4s, the 1.6s. This is a 2-litre diesel, so of course it's going to have a little bit of power, it's going to have a little bit more torque, and the overall journey is just going to be better. When I get onto the motorway, I'll average over 50 miles per gallon, sometimes even in the 60s, which obviously is a credit to the diesel engine. But for some reason, this does have an insanely low clutch. I don't know if that's because it's a diesel, because I've never really owned a diesel before, but yeah, the clutch is insanely low on this. So when I got back in the A3 the other day to drive the petrol engine, yeah, I nearly stalled it about 10 different times on the way to football. Unfortunately, I've been driving this car for about a week now, and there's already a slow puncture in one of the tyres, so I've just had to pump that up this morning. Every time I seem to go near a BMW, there seems to be an issue with it, whether it's my friend's BMWs, whether it's this courtesy car, there just seems to be something that goes wrong. I guess that leads me into the negatives. So for me, I haven't really found too many. This car is like 15 years old, so it's never going to be perfect. A car is all about the niche things that make it what it is compared to other cars on the road. Now, one thing I do dislike about this car is that the gearbox is just insanely stiff. I don't know if that's the gearbox in general, I don't know if it's just this car because it's done 145,000 miles, but the gearbox literally, especially in the lower gears, you have to full on crunch the gears in, even with the clutch fully down. So I don't know if that's a problem that's going to arise in this car shortly, or if it was just what it is in this model. So the car in traffic speeds like this is 30 miles an hour, is fine. Look, it's cruising nicely, we're chilling out, we're relaxing, and yeah, no dramas there. I just love the interior and how it feels in this car, particularly the armrest. The armrest is huge and you feel like you're locked in, you're secure, you've got enough room to relax if you need to. And I do enjoy an old-fashioned handbrake, which this has got. So the steering on it, the steering isn't too bad, to be honest. It's exactly the same as what I would say an average car drives at. You know, it's not too clunky to steer, it doesn't feel like a boat. You know, you point and you go where you point. So that for me is another neutral. It's not great, it's not the best, it's not the worst. So therefore it's just a bit average. Road noise then, so as you guys have probably seen from my other videos, I have a real problem with Audi road noise. So particularly in the A3, when you're at high speeds, literally the road noise is just unjustifiable, like it's so loud. Whereas in this car, it's a lot quieter, I have to be honest. Now, I am an Audi fanboy through and through. I love Audi cars, I love how they drive, I love how they look. Always have been, always will be. But I have to say, I've never wanted a BMW before, but even driving this old one makes me realise the potential the newer ones could have. I don't know, there's just something about it. I don't know if it's just the aura the BMW has when you drive it, but as soon as you start driving it, everything feels so smooth. I don't ever feel like the car's out of control, even though this is a rear-wheel drive car, which, to be fair, I didn't know how I would fare because I haven't owned a rear-wheel drive car. I've driven one, but I've never owned one, so getting used to it for the last couple of weeks, you can definitely tell the difference. It feels like you're being pushed rather than pulled, and I have to say I'm a fan. Right, we're out of the traffic, and let's give it some beans. Bloody hell, it was a car crash. So as you can see, I'm on the motorway, I'm giving it some beans, and I have to say I'm disappointed. BMW has always struck me as a brand which focuses on performance, and the performance of this car just isn't there. So the 0 to 60 says it's 7.9 seconds, which is still quite slow, but you'd expect it to have a bit of go. It feels more like 10 seconds, which for me just isn't good enough for a 2-litre car. I would say that's a real letdown of this car, is the fact that it just doesn't feel fun. And BMWs, to me, should always feel fun. So although the comfortability is there for me, I really love how comfortable it is to cruise. The excitement factor just isn't there. And for that reason, probably wouldn't get this car. However, if you went for a more sportier model, like the M Sport or the M3, then I think I'd be sold. Yeah, some interesting thoughts to ponder, but to conclude, it'd be a good daily cruiser, but I would just be bored of it. After a few weeks, I would just be bored. And that is just the harsh truth about this car.
So guys, that will be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, if you do enjoy this type of content, let me know in the comments down below and we'll try to do more. We should have the TT back very soon, where we're going to be doing some modifications to it, doing all the fun customization stuff, and that way the channel will be back on track. So please bear with me, hit that subscribe button and ding dong that notification bell, and that way you'll never miss an upload when they do come about. But for now guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Will. Take care. Peace out.